Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worldly One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Today I'm going to repeat one sutta. We did already last time, but I was reading again and I thought, let we do that once again. Okay, it's beautiful sutta. The sutta's name is called Vammikasutta. You remember Vammikasutta? Yes, termite mound sutta. We can learn again. This sutta is very beautifully explained by the Blessed One. Beautifully. There is a way the Buddha explains it is about giving a simile, or it's kind of riddle. The one deity asked, and they said, this riddle only the Blessed One can explain. No one in this world is able to solve it. So please ask this riddle to the Buddha and give the answer to us. So it is beautiful riddle. And in this riddle, the answer, it is related to you and me directly. Complete answer is there. What should the practitioner who is following the path of Buddha, what should he do? How the progress of Dhamma life this person should see, and what will become as we follow the path. As you are practicing Dhamma, like usually, even when we are traveling somewhere, what happened? We place the Google map or any map kind of maps we do, and then it gives the directions. So from there to there, you have to go there and then do these things. Okay, such a way. It shows there will be heavy traffic. There is then this kind of, or even if you are reading from the map or something, then you see, okay, this is entire path, I'm going there. Okay, this will come in between. Such a way to the entire Dhamma path, what the path we have to follow, what the way we're going to do or walk, that is mentioned in this Vammikasutta. Okay, and we're going to relearn, or we're going to investigate about this sutta again. Okay, so this sutta goes like this. Evang me sutang, as I have heard, at one time the Blessed One was dwelling at Savatthi in Jetavana Anathapindaka's monastery. At that time, the Kumara Kassapa Bhante, there was the monk, his name was Kumara Kassapa. There is a story about why the Kumara Kassapa is. Kumara Kassapa, he was born into the nunnery. Okay, the thing was happened. His mother, Kumara Kassapa Bhante's mother, she became a nun. And while she's nun, she found out she's already pregnant. So all the monks, they talk together. What have done? So Devdatta declined. No, she's no nun anymore. Because the evil heart always see the evil thing in this world. But then this matter goes to the Buddha. Buddha says, go and ask from uh, the the monk who holds the entire discipline in his hand. So they went to the I'm forgetting the name, Bante's name. Upali Bante. Okay, Vinayadhar Upali Bante. So they went to the Upali Bante and he investigated. He talked, okay, did you know that you were pregnant when you become nun? She said, I didn't know. But after I came here, I found out I'm already pregnant while I was at home. So she said, okay, nothing has bad happened. She's still nun. She has followed all the precepts. She's staying very well. So this boy born into the nunnery, and because of he was very young, all the nuns, they praise him a lot. Even he's a boy, so at young age, up to 7 years old, he stayed at monastery. Okay, then he went to the Bhikkhu Sangha, and he's very young. All life he has spent in the monks, nuns, surrounded of nuns. Even the Buddha also, whenever anyone offer him fruits or anything, he goes and says, okay, give it to the Kashyapa. So the praised by blessed one, that is also they called him the Kumara, the prince. Okay. And then the king also provided the same thing. We thought, because she was from the uh, king, she was from the palace. So because of that, uh, king also take care of everything. That is also, they call him Kumara Kashyapa. Kumar, it means the prince, and Kashyapa is his name. So Kumara Kashyapa is very famous for by his name because of this. So this is beautiful thing happened. The Kumara Kashyapa, he was dwelling at Andavana, okay, dark forest. At that time, one deity came to the Andavana where the Kumara Kashyapa was. So it is explained that when the deity comes, the entire sky is lightened, the entire darkness has gone vanished, and that bright light was there because of the radiance of his own deity. He come and he uh, talked with him and then stand at one side. And he said these beautiful things. Okay, this entire riddle, he explained. What he said, Bante, there is a one termite mound. Okay, ayang Vammiko. There is a one termite mound. Ratting dhumayati diva pajjalati. At night and by day, the flames and the smoke comes out. But at night, what it happened? The smokes continuously comes. And at day, this is lightened. It's burning. Suratti dhumayati diva pajjalati. At night, it is giving smoke, and by day, the flames comes. Then he said, Brahmana, evamaha abhikhanam, dig it, sumedha sattang adayati. Okay, take the sword or take the shovel, kind of, it may he's mentioned the sword, but you can use a shovel also because he's digging, cutting the termite mound with the sword will be difficult to take up. So yes, so he said, take this weapon and then start to dig it. Who said? The Brahmin. This is entire riddle he's explaining. This deity talking with the Kumara Kashyapa. And riddle is this. The deity says, Brahmin, there is a one termite mound. Bante, there is a one termite mound. Who has this quality? At night, the smokes come from it. And at day, it's burning. Okay. And there is a one Brahmin comes. He said to one person, a clever one, take this sword or take this weapon and start to dig it. When the person start to dig, listening by this Brahmin, what happened? Adasalangi. Then he says, there is a sticking point. Okay. So usually this happens when the termites, they are building. Sometimes it is not completely entire with the mud. Time to time, there are some of the way they build it. So they use the whatever material is there. Sometimes the wooden sticks are there. Sometimes what they find, whatever they can gather to make it more stronger, it is there. So as he's starting to dig, he found the sticking points are there. He shows Brahmin, see, there is a sticking point. He said, okay, take it away, throw it. Okay. And again start to dig. Furthermore, this person, as he's digging, he found out, okay, Brahmin, I have found now Uddumaika. Okay, I found the Uddumaika. Uddumaika is mean bullfrog. There is a bullfrog is there. He said, okay, bullfrog, take it out and throw it away. Now the bullfrog is also gone. Furthermore, as he's asked, okay, now dig it more further. As he's digging, he says, okay, the Brahmina, I found the path which has a two-fork path. Okay, Dvidha Patha, forked path. It is happened when there is an entire mount is there. We see the termites, what they do? They make a different several holes in it. But he found only two paths there. So the fork path he found. He said, Brahmin, I found the fork path. So he said, okay, forget about that fork path. Dig it more. Go more and more down. As he's digging, furthermore, he found what he did. He was founding there Changavarang. Changavara, it means uh, filtered ash. The completely covered, the ash was there. So all of things is like looking the muddy. So he said, Brahmin, I found the Changavar. So he said, let it go. Do not worry about that. Go more further. Dig more further. And he started to dig. Again, the Brahmin is still standing there. It is, see, this is entire thing is happening while someone is working and you are observing, or the boss is observing and he says, okay, go more further. Okay, this is not the problem we are looking at. We have to go more and more further. Something like this Brahmin, and everything, whatever it comes, the person shows, oh, this is these games. See the observe. And he said, okay, let it go. Go more further. And he's going that way. As he's going further and further more, he saw Kummang, Adassang Kummang. Kummang, it means tortoise. Okay, he found inside a tortoise. It is unusual in that this much depth, or in the that someone will find a tortoise, or maybe there is a possibility also because they lay eggs, in underground. So that is also found. But this is the riddle. Each and every word has a different meaning. So this clever person shows that Brahmin, I found a tortoise. What to do? So he said, okay, Ukkipakumma, get rid of it. Bring it and throw it away. More, go further. Dig it. Dig with the sword. Dig with this weapon. Go more further and further. As he's digging again, this clever person, listening by this Brahmin, goes more down. What he does? Furthermore, as he is digging, he finds out Adasanang Asisunang. He finds out there is a Asi. There is a chopping board, knife and chopping board. He finds out there. Asi, it means the knife, and sunang means maybe a board or something, or he found out the asi sunang, chopping board, he found out with a knife. He said, Brahmin, while I was digging, I found this weapon, the butcher's knife and chopping board. I found out. He said, okay, asi sunang. Throw out the butcher's knife and chopping board. Go more further. As he's going further and further, he says, Brahmin, I found Adasanang Mansapesing. He said to the Brahmin, I found the meat, a portion of meat is there. He said, oh, portion of meat. Okay. Okkipa Mansapesing. Dig it out and throw it away, this scrap of meat. This piece of meat, throw it away. Furthermore, go under. This Brahmin said, Sumedha, the clever one, go, dig more. Pick your sword or pick up the axe and then go more further. As he is digging again and again, he said, Bhante, or the Brahmin, this Sumedha found Adasa Nagang. He said, Brahmin, I found the cobra. I found the snake, the king cobra. Okay? That time, this Brahmin said, okay, Tiktatu Nago, leave the king cobra. Ma Nagangattesi, do not disturb the cobra. Namo Karohi Nagasate, worship the cobra, worship the snake. So, this is the riddle. He explained in it. This, who explained this riddle? Explained by the deity. To whom? To the Kumara Kashyapa Bhante. And now, this deity said, Ime kotvang bhikkhu panye bhagavantang upasankamitva uchcheyasi. Okay, Bhante, do this thing for me. Go to the Supreme Buddha and ask this riddle to the Buddha. Yathachate bhagava vyakaroti tathanang dhareyasi. As the Buddha explained, you should remember line by line. Okay? So, Nahang tang bhikkhu passami sadeva ke loke samara ke sa brahma ke sa samanang brahmaniya pajaya sadeva manusaya yo imesang pannanang veya karanena chittang aradeya anyatra tathagatena va tathagata savakena va ito vapana sutvati. He says, what he said? That Nahang tang bhikkhu, there is no one bhikkhu in this world, along with all its gods, Mara, divinities, all the population in this world, all the Brahmins, all the ascetics, gods and humans, no one is there in this world who can provide the satisfactory answer. No one can solve this riddle except the Blessed One, or who has learned the Dhamma from Blessed One, the disciple of Buddha. Only they are able to answer this riddle. He said, go and listen that carefully. This will be very helpful. And saying this deity has vanished. Usually this thing happens in Buddha's time. Deities do not directly come in front of the Buddha because because of the Buddha's, the radiance, and these deities feel that we may be disturbing the Buddha. They have the different consciousness. So that's why. So what they do, they usually go and ask to the other person. Okay, go and ask. And as their replies, we will listen it. When the Buddha will answer, we will be there to listen this down. So this deities also did something like that. Now, the Kumara Kassapa, okay, definitely this riddle is very important, beautiful. Let me go to the Buddha and ask it. So, Kumara Kassapa, after that night has passed, night has finished, at the morning, he went to the Buddha. went there, worshipped Buddha, and after worshipping, sat down at one side and explained entire thing to the Buddha. One day at night, this deity came and fascinating one riddle he explains to me. It will be beautiful, Bhante. It will be beautiful, sir, if you explain the meaning of this riddle to me. So the Buddha said, listen to the complete thing and said, okay, I will describe one by one. Each riddle has a different path and meaning. What is it? So Buddha explained, Vammiko. Now the explanation of this riddle starts from this Vammika words, the termite mound. So Buddha start to explain to the Kumara Kasyapa. What the Buddha says? Okay, Buddha says, monk, Kumara Kasyapa, termite mounds has its own meaning. This termite mounds is called this rupa, this form, what we have, the physical body, what we can call. This is the termite mound, which is created with Chatu Mahabhutasya Kayasya Adivachana. This is created with the 4 great elements: earth, water, fire, air. These great elements come together, and this rupa, this form has been formed. That is the name for Vammika. So the termite mount is this body. Now we have learned to dig it. It means go inside. That thing. So every word has a beautiful meaning. This is a completely the blueprint of path to liberation. This is, Buddha says, Vammika, it is the body, which is Mata Pettika Sambhavasya, which was happened because of mother and father. Odana Kumma Supapachayasya, given by milk, rice, porridge, all kind of, food, what we have consumed. Anichu Chadana, Parimaddana Bhedana, Vidhansana Dhammasa. What Buddha says, this is liable to impermanence and wearing away. Erosion is there, breaking up and destruction is also there. Isn't that thing we see in this world about this our body? When we were young, how beautiful we looked. When we were aging, what kind of energy we had. Now, this is slowly changing. So erosion is there, decaying is there. Wearing away is, we are looking at this. That is the Vammika. That is the termite mound. The body is similar to the termite mound. Buddha says furthermore, okay, now the first word the deity said, the riddle called termite mound, it is this our body. Furthermore, Buddha says, okay, Yanko bhikkhu diva kammante arabham ratti anuvitaketi vichareti ayang ratti dhumayana. Okay, now the Buddha says, whole day, every day, we do the same thing. Entire day, what we have done, from the morning to evening, we have talked, we have done work. While we are sitting at night or resting, this continuously runs in our mind. Oh, this person did this to me. Oh, I did this thing. I am doing this. Entire things, we are thinking of that. Many kind of dreams also been seen by us due to what happened in these recent days. So the Buddha says, what we did at whole day, we think at night, and that is called, in the night, the smoke is coming out. At night, the smoke is coming out. Then that is the first. Second one, Ratyanuvitakitva anuvicharitva diva kammante payojeti kayana vachaya manasa ayang diva pajjalana. So what happened today? At night we think and we make a plan for tomorrow. This thing tomorrow I'm going to do these things. Tomorrow I'm going to do these things. Tomorrow I will do. That is our entire life is built something like this. Our work before waking up, our entire work list is ready most of time. I'm going to cook to this today. I have this appointment. I'm going to there. I'm going to do these things. Or this is in my due list. I will complete it. That is our session. Entirely. We are already planned. That planning when we do by physical form, verbally and mentally, that is the Buddha says at night what you have planned, what you have thought, doing it today, that is say in the entire day you are burning. At night it's smoking because what you did today, you are thinking of that. That is the smoke. An entire day you have planned at night and now you're working on that. That is called burning. So the flames are coming out from this termite mound. Beautiful explanation. That is the thing we do. That is the thing we do. And when we have a little bit of free time, which we haven't planned, we say, okay, let me relax and let me chill. That is the thing. But majority of day is our planned. Our office time is already fixed. Our lunch time is already fixed. Our duties at our home, that is already fixed. If little bit of change in that happen, our life get distracted. Oh, whole day is lost. That's the thing. Even our relations, like talking with the family, needs a schedule. We plan, okay, tomorrow I will talk with my friend. Tomorrow I will do these things. And we act on that. That is, Buddha says, burning or flaming at the daytime. Ayang diva pajjalana. At daytime, it is flaming by day. Furthermore, Buddha says, okay, now about the Vammika and day and night, the smoke and the fumes and flame we have seen. Now there is a one word is called Brahmin. Who the Brahmin is? So Buddha explained, the Brahmanoti bhikkhu tathagatas adivachanam arato samma sambuddhasa. The Brahmin is the supreme Buddha. Brahmin is the supreme Buddha. This Brahmin word is for Buddha. This simile, this riddle, as this Brahmin word, it is used for the Buddha. And Sumedho, the clever one is the bhikkhu. Sekha says sitang bhikkhu no adivachana. The clever one is the bhikkhu who is in training, who is learning the Dhamma. He's not asik, he's not enlightened yet, who is trying to be enlightened. For that, this clever one is word used. Why the learning bhikkhu? Because they went refuge to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha to practice the path which led by Buddha. And they follow as the Buddha commands it. That's why the Brahmin is there instructing, go take this sword and dig. The Buddha is saying, do this path, practice. So the simile is for the Buddha, or teacher and student. That is the conversation is happening. Furthermore, Buddha said, okay, the Brahmin is okay, and the clever one, the Sumedha is also there. Now the Santang. Santang, it means the sword. The sword is Arya etang panyaya adivachanam. Noble wisdom, the noble wisdom. Noble wisdom, wisdom has a many forms. Kind of, when you solve anything, when you solve the math, when you do your work, when you invent something, these are all wisdom. All the knowledge, there is these things. That is also wisdom. But the noble wisdom has only one purpose. see the truth, what exactly is, what the reality of this life, as about the body termite mound is mentioned. This is impermanent, decaying, erosion. That such a truth is being seen by this noble wisdom. So, Sattang is about Aryayetang Panyaya Adivachana. That sword or that weapon which is used for digging, it's called noble wisdom. Then, Abhikkanantiko Bhikkhu, as he's digging up, that thing, that process of digging is called arousing energy. Aradha Virya. Viryaramba Setang Adivachanam. When someone start to follow the path. That is called Aradha Virya or Viryaramba. Starting the arousing energy. See, every riddle word, each riddle word has a deep meaning, the Buddha explained. Now the path starts. So everyone is there. This form is there, and this duty of fuming at night, flaming at day, that is also decided for everyone. Now the Buddha teach to the bhikkhu, what you do, take this weapon and start to dig. Means use the noble wisdom and start energy, arouse the energy to investigate this. What to investigate this Dhamma? Investigate inside you. Start to dig inside you. Then while digging, what the first thing he found? He found the langi, the sticking point he found. Okay? Sticking point he found. So what is that? Buddha says the first thing he found is avijjayetang adivachanang. That langi, the sticking point, is a term for ignorance. When we start to practice Dhamma, the first thing we are overcoming of is about our ignorance. What does it mean? What the ignorance we get rid? We come to reality. We come to reality. What is it? That entire world, means commonly people, you ask, they will say, this life is the best. Nothing is there, nothing wrong in it. Everything is perfect, everything in its own place. Everything is fine. But as the Dharma practice, what he learns? Suffering is the first noble truth. What is the suffering? Entire explanation is there. What we beloved, what we hold, what we think that is ours, this is all impermanent. And we live in ignorance. Nothing is wrong. All entire world is running behind that. That ignorance is shattered the first this person start to listen to Buddha. That is the sticking point. The first thing we found is ignorance. Whatever we have hold dear as this much long, now it comes in reality. Now, this is not ours. Furthermore, the Buddha explained, okay, you get rid of that ignorance. Let it go. This avijja, this starts to become sotapan. This, get rid of this avijja. Furthermore, keep practicing. Do not give up your energy. Continue that practice. If you stop, then it will be very hard for you to move forward. So do not stop. Practice continuously. What did we found next? Then he said, we found Uddhumaika. Uddhumaika, it means the bullfrog. What is the bullfrog? Bullfrog, the bullfrog is like, he become bigger one. It's all the air and it looks like very huge, very big. That bullfrog. In the size, inside it is hollow. As long when the danger goes away, automatically it becomes small. But the bullfrog, whenever the danger is there or he want to intimate someone, gets very huge. That bullfrog we found in the termite mound. What is it what we found? The person found it, that Uddamaika is Kodupaya Sasetang, anger, distress. That is the thing. And that happens. You close your eyes, start to meditate, and what you find? Immediately, the pain in your feet, back pain, aching, not concentrating properly, distress is there. That we think. And what the most of people does? As soon as this stage comes, they said, okay, meditating is very boring. I'm not going to follow it. Meditating is very difficult. So they let anger take the place. But what the Buddha explains here, when this bullfrog comes, what you should do? Take it and throw it away. Throw it away. That bullfrog. So here, the Buddha says, when the anger and distress arise, you should get rid of it. Pajaha kodupayasam. Get rid of this anger and distress. Furthermore, do not lose your effort. Work further. Now, as he is practicing more, these are all the stages for every practitioner of Dhamma finds out. Everyone. For you also is there, and for me also. These things we all face in this path of journey. What the Buddha says furthermore? Buddha says, okay, the furthermore when you dig, you found the fork path, the two-directional path, you found it then. What is it? Buddha says, Vichikichayetang adivachanang. Doubt. Doubt is for that two path. The fork path is about for the doubt. Usually this happens. As you are practicing Dhamma, many people join to our class, listens. Many people try to Buddhism. Many people thinks about, let me find out what is it here. And as they are moving forward and forward, it comes to the vichikicha, the doubts there. Is this the real path to liberate? And that thought comes. Who submit himself in these doubts, they are unable to go forward. They lose themselves there. They cannot move forward. But the Buddha, when the Buddha Buddha's instruction is it, when that two-fork path comes, throw it away. Throw it away. Do not go in that doubts. Give up that doubts. Do not engage in doubts. Do not worry about it. The path is beautiful. Walk forward. If you stays in the doubts, what will happen? You will lose your energy there. So move forward. Furthermore, Buddha explained, okay, as you go forward, Changavarang, it means ash. Ash is you found there. This is ash is Panchanetang Nivarnanang Adivachanang. This is the term for 5 hindrances. 5 hindrances of the terms is that. What is it? Changavar, the filters ash. And that is found. When you really want to go in depth of the Dhamma, depth of the meditation, you have to deal with these 5 nivarana. And you have to deal one by one. What these 5 hindrances is? Kamachand, Vyapad, Thinamid, Uddacha Kukkucha, and Vichikicha. What is it? Kamachanda, it means sensual desire. The hindrance of sensual desire. Hindrance of ill will. Hindrance of dullness and drowsiness. Hindrance of restlessness and remorse. And hindrance of Vichikicha, doubts. These 5 hindrances. Hindrance, it means obstacle. These 5 things you will find. And what it does, as the ash cover everything, when the ash is the flat, ash is there, you cannot see clear inside what is it there. Such a way this ash is covered, these 5 hindrances also covers our inside. It stops us going further. It stops us from looking reality. That is thing here. Buddha says what? Dig it up. Get rid of these 5 hindrances. Move forward. Move forward. As these 5 hindrances has cleared, once you go further beyond the 5 hindrances, now you find out there is a one thing, kummo. You find the kumma. Kumma it is? It's a tortoise. You found out the tortoise is there. What should the tortoise? So the tortoise have a 4 legs and 1 neck. The 5 pieces are there. Each one working one way. So tortoise, the entire body and the 5 limbs are there. The body and the head, 2 front leg and 2 back legs. That is the tortoise. Buddha says this tortoise is about Pancha Upadana Khanda Adivachana, the 5 aggregates of clinging or grasping 5 aggregates. That is the thing. What are those? Rupa Upadana Khanda, the forms aggregates. Vedanupadana Khanda, the feeling aggregate. Sanya Upadana Khanda, the perception aggregates. Sankharupadana Khanda, the choice or violation formation or the karma. In choice, that you can say the karma. Karma is also the 5 aggregate and the aggregate. And the consciousness, Vijnana Upadana Khanda. So, consciousness, that is also. These 5 aggregates of clinging, the 5 grasping aggregates, it is the name for tortoise. So 5 limbs, these 5 aggregates are there. As soon as you see this, what the Buddha says, Ukhi Pakumma, throw out this tortoise. Pajaha, it means Pajaha Pancha Upadana Khande. Pajaha means give up the 5 grasping aggregates. That is the Buddha explained. As soon as you get rid of it, what did this mean? Okay, you are free. You have realized that, because first noble truth is suffering. And what the suffering in summarize? 5 aggregates of clinging. You get rid of, then you are on the path. Furthermore, Buddha says, now there is you go more. You find out asisuna. Asisuna. It means the chopping knife, a knife and chopping board. You found out that. And that is called Panchanetam Kama Gunanam Adivachana. The 5 kinds of sensual stimulation. That is the thing. You and me, we are all in these 5 sensual stimulations. We are engaged in it. What is it? That Chakku Vinyayanang Rupanang Ittanang Kantanang Manapanang Piyarupanang Kamupasanghitanang Rajaniyanang. Sight known by the eyes, which are likable, desirable, agreeable, pleasant, sensual, and arousing. All what we see through our eyes have this kind of liking. That gives us desire. So, see, we go to the watch concert. Why? To please our eyes. We go to watch for movies. Even go to watch for sunset, sunrise, amusement parks. Why we go? To have this likable, desirable, agreeable, pleasant, sensual, and arousing things happens to our life. That is the Pancha Kama Guna. So first Kama Guna is seen by eyes. Second one, Sota Vinyayanam Saddhana. Sounds known by ear. What do you hear through that? What happened? When we listen, it becomes likable, desirable, agreeable, pleasant, and sensual, arousing. When you are worried, what you do? very small, light music you play, automatically, slowly your mood changes. Someone comes you and say, please, thank you, appreciate. How you hear that? Someone is becoming polite and you behave according to that, work according to that. Someone talked with you sweetly. Sweet talks, what we see? Yes, those are agreeable, desirable. That is a panchakama. Third one is ghana vinyayanam gandhanam. Smells known by nose. But as you enter at home and your wife or husband may have cooked something delicious, automatically all the worries at outside world, as soon as you smell that, oh, you something cooked nicely. Yes, that happens. If the oven opens and the beautiful aroma comes before hunger, you becomes hungry just by smelling that. That thing. The food should be pleasing for eyes, ear, nose, and tongue. Everyone, even subsides the mind also. So all the food also have these all qualities. See why there is a live kitchen? Previously, someone cook inside. Now, majority of restaurants, what they do? They show you cooking. So you hear all the sounds what it makes. There is a one seasoning plate. The hot iron plate is there. And they bring the food on that. That thing continuously giving sound. Smoke is everything coming from there. Hot. What is it? That is the thing. Sensual desire. That is the five. All five kama guna is there. Woman's touch. Male touch. That is also have this smell. That is also likable, desirable, agreeable, pleasant, sensual arousal. That is also five. Stimulation, sensual stimulation. Fourth one is taste. Tongue. Eyes, ear, nose, and now tongue. You taste everything. That taste is delicious. Craving arises. You want to taste it that again. You want to go there again and have that thing. Oh, I want to try that once more. I also, while I was in Canada, I had a couple of things I want to do because I couldn't find here in India. So I had a thought, oh, I want to try that again because this is sensual stimulation. We are still in practicing. So the Buddha, what it mentioning here, as the person practicing on the path, these all the obstacles will come into their path. As even being monk now, thinking about the pure Dhamma, I still have these five kinds of sensual stimulation. I want to see my teacher. I have a desire to see him. That is pleasing my eyes. I want to listen something what he tells. That is also sensual stimulation. It may be now the religious one, but still I have. I also want to taste delicious food. Certain things I do not want to do anymore, but some things I still want to engage in. That happens in all of the practitioners of Dhamma. That is the Buddha says, that is the asisuna, the knife and chopping board. When this chopping board cuts you, when this butcher's knife will cut you, we don't know. I have seen, why I'm saying this, I have seen the bhikkhus, they are already aged, like 25 years of the monkhood, and still a small sensual stimulation thing arise, and they are ready to give their robes up. In the age of 45, age of 50, I have seen the bhikkhu wanted to get married. Why? Because this asisuna, this butcher's knife and chopping boards, doing its own work. That thing is happening. So we have to be very cautious about it. Very conscious about it. That thing is all five sensual, even from the kaya, the form. Chang is happened and physically also. Whatever thing is enjoying by body, that is also these five things. What the Buddha says, get rid of that uh, chopping board and knife. Throw it away. Do not indulge it. Do not give space to cut you because it is very sharp, very sharp. Do not let it hurt you. Get rid of it. Go more further. Continue digging. Go more further. Further, he finds out there is a meat. Mansapesi. The Mansapesi. Mansapesi means the part of meat, small portion of meat. He finds out that. Buddha says, the Mansapesi is called Nandiraga Setang Adhivachanam. What is the Nandiraga? Scrap of meat is term for greed and relishing. Nandiraga. We want this meat again and again. We are bound to this world. What we want, this meat, it is means that you want to be born again and again. The existence. Anyhow, you want this. Wherever you go, you need to be there. This is the Greek terms for greed. Nandiraga. Adivachana. Nandiraga. Nandi, it means constantly, again and again, you are fond of it, wanting more and more. Raga, desire. So desire, relation, enjoying that one. This is the scrap of meat. Buddha says, when you dig inside, when you go more and more, get rid of all these layers, you find out that one also there. You find out there is a desire, there is a lingering, there is holding. You want that in your life too. Existence. So Buddha's what Buddha says? Keep a mansapesi. Rip off that. Get rid of it. Throw it away. Pajaha nandiraga. Get rid of. Give up the greed and relation. Give up the desire and enjoyment. Enjoying these things, get rid of it. And go furthermore. Dig furthermore. Practice Dhamma furthermore. After you get rid of this desire, after you get rid of this enjoyment, when you go furthermore, there is a riddle ends with the Nago. The cobra is it found there. The cobra is found there. Buddha says, this cobra, this Nago di bhikkhu, kina savang setang bhikkhunam yadi vachana. This is term for the monk who has ended the defilements. It means he has liberated himself. As you go at last part, when your Nandiraga is also finished, the desire that is also finished, there remains only one thing, snake. That is enlightenment. This king cobra, it's represent for the enlightenment. King cobra is why there. The king cobra is not similar to the enlightenment, but because there is a simile of this termite mount. So the termite mounts has holes, and the snake can go and stay there, peacefully live there, something like this. That's why maybe the king cobra. So the Buddha says the king cobra is the name or is another word for the enlightened monk, Kina Savang Bhikkhu, who has finished all the defilements, liberated himself. The king cobra is for this bhikkhu. What the Buddha says, Titthatu Naga. Leave the king cobra. Ma nagangattesi. Do not disturb it. That enlightenment, you should not disturb. Namo karohi nagasate. Worship this king cobra. Such a thing the Buddha explains. See, this entire riddle, every word from the path starting, the Brahman is teacher. The clever one is the monk who wants to learn. And all the obstacles one by one, what comes in our life, That is explained in this simile. But for whom? The person who is similar to the termite mound. At day, it flames. At night, it fumes. Smoke comes out. For such a person, this is for you and me. Because our life, entire life is spending in this way. At day, we are flaming continuously. We have already things of these things, this thing I'm going to do. And energy is wasting in that, spreading in that. At night, the regret sometimes comes. Oh, we did this wrong. Oh, this remains. These things, and fumes is there. There are people who are unable to sleep at night also, just because what happened in their life. So as the Brahmin explains, the clever one, dig it. So the Buddha explained here how the bhikkhu or how the upasak, upasika, bhikkhu and bhikkhuni should practice the Dhamma path until the king cobra is found. You should do. When this simile is explained, when this entire riddle is answered by the Buddha, this Kumara Kassapa Bhante was very delighted. Idamuvocha Bhagava Attamano Ayasma Kumara Kassapo Bhagavato Bhasidang Abhinante. Immediately, this Kumara Kassapa Bhante approved and delighted with the Buddha's words. So, this is the sutta. It is called Vammikasutta. It's beautiful simile, beautiful riddle. It is given answer here. So remember this. Remember this sutta. Fascinating one. Fascinating. Read couple of times. It's very simple sutta, but very effective one. Very effective one. So start to dig. Listen the Buddha. Listen the Dhamma. And start now. We still have time to do our digging. We still have time to see the truth in this world. So may this sutta be helpful for all of us to become a student of Buddha, to become the clever one. May this sutta be helpful for all of us to attain or realize the Four Noble Truths in this Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.